Yo, testing, 1, 2, 3. So let's begin today live streaming sessions, everyone. So if you do really like our content, please give us a like, subscribe, follow us, and do remember that we'll be doing live streaming sessions every single day from Monday to Friday from 8 to 9. Okay. So we'll be talking about what is really going on and what we'll be planning to do. So overall, we need to have a biggest, highest bias. So what does it mean by that? So meaning by that is that we need to know what is our directions. To be honest, I do think that this week it's much more likely to see that the gold market will be continue going lower sides. So why I'm saying that? We can see is actually quite similar what we can see right now and from the last week. So you can see that the market is actually like copying in this one, if you do really know what I mean. So you can see that the price do really bounce back, going lower, bounce back, going lower, price do really go through back, price do really go through back, price do really go lower, price really go lower, and going back to this level and showing some kind of signs of reaching back to the lower sides. So if you're asking me, I'm definitely thinking that the market is reaching through a much more lower sides, maybe going back towards on the lower area. So in the meantime, I'm expecting that the price should be going back to the lower area. Whoa, so lag. Camera might be lagging. Okay. Think today we might be closing out the camera, so it'll be much more nicer. So yeah, I think we might be closing out the camera so that it will be much more smoother the process. So yeah, we'll be closing out the camera today. Hoping that the okay. So overall, what will be expectation is that the price will be going back to the lower side. So right now, let's begin the analysis. So today is actually the starting of November. So starting of November, and let's go back what has happened from the previous month. So from the previous month, we do see that the market is actually quite a big movement. So we can see that this is the last month. Price really go higher, and then after that the price has been going back to the lower sides in this area. So from this moment, so not so sure is the price is going higher or going lower, but if you're asking me, I'm definitely thinking that the market will be going lower. So where is it going to? If I'm right, I do think that the price might be reaching back towards this level and forming a big ranging level. So right now, it might be the best time to try to do short positions at this moment. So if you're asking me, I'm definitely thinking that the market will be going back to the lower area. Shit, why no? Test. Testing. Forming a big ranging level. So right now, it might be the best time to try to do short positions at this moment. So if you're asking, so I'm thinking overall the market might be going back to the lower sides from here. Is actually ranging out and will be going back to the lower sides. So we do see that there's some kind of resistant area. So we do see that there's some resistant area around that. We need to know, as I mentioned before, we need to know the biggest bias. So biggest bias means that we need to know expectation, what's the directions of the way, of the week, and then after that of the day. So of the day, we can see that the market is actually showing some kind of weakness from here. To be honest, I was actually keep on waiting to do short positions starting from today. Keep on waiting, see as so right now I'm actually thinking to do short positions starting from here. In our Telegram group, I already add a portion saying that a support and resistance area. So this is the resistance area that I'm actually giving out from the weekends, saying that the price should be definitely going back to the lower sides. So once the price do really go back to the lower sides from here, the price is actually rejections back and forming a ranging level from here. So in that sense, I do think that the price should be going back to the lower sides. Our stop loss should be putting from here, and will be speculations that the price should be keep on going on the lower sides. So if you're asking me, I'm definitely thinking to do short positions, and the price should be definitely reaching back to the lower sides. Okay, so where is the resistance area? Should be 1-0. So 1-0 is actually a really strong resistance area, and we do think that the price should be facing some kind of resistance around this level, and the price should be reaching back towards the lower sides. Okay, we have been giving out trading signals already, and we already mentioned that we are likely to see the price to go lower. So this might be the highest. If the price really break through this level, means that the price might be continue going ranging. But in that sense, I don't really think so. So why I'm thinking that the gold is going lower, there's a few reasons. One of particularly reason is that we see that the dollar index is actually reaching much more higher. Today in our reports, we already mentioned that dollar index will be forming a ranging and will be keep on going higher. So dollar index is definitely reaching through a much more higher sites. I do speculations that the dollar index might be going back towards around 100 area. So at least we'll be reaching through 100 or maybe much more higher from my perspective. So from that sense, I'm expect that the price of dollar index is going higher. So in other words, this will be putting some kind of pressure on gold market. So it depends on right now, how do you want to do it? Do you want to have a high risk reward ratio or high winning rate? A much more balanced. So if you do really want to have much more higher winning rate, you can wait for the price to go back to this level. So once the price do really go back to this level, you can actually do short positions from here and putting a stop loss above 100 pips, and you can actually get 1-2 or 2-1. This is much more higher confirmations. If you want to have a higher risk reward ratio, like want to do right now, you can actually do short positions right now and putting your stop loss maybe 80 pips around that area, because if the price really break through this level, then should be not a really good movement. So you can see if the price really break through this 80 pips around that area, I don't think it's actually a really good sign that the price will be going higher. So from here, I'm expectations that the price will be facing some kind of resistance and dropping back to this level. So it depends on how do you want to do it. Do you want to have a high risk reward ratio? It depends on, do you want to have a high risk reward ratio or a much more balanced winning rate? So if you wanted to have a balanced winning rate, you can wait for the price to go eventually back towards this area. So we expectations at 3998 will be having some kind of supporting level. So we can wait for this level to form back and then try to do shots afterwards and try to go back to the lower sides. So right now it do really depends on how do you look to this market. 998 is actually a really strong supporting level. So currently, let's see if the price really break through on the lower sides. From my perspective, I do think that the market is showing a weaker signs. So let's see how it turns out. Okay. So give us a like and subscribe, okay? And we'll be keep on doing live streaming sessions from tomorrow onwards. We'll be also giving out book maps, okay? So we'll be also teaching out how to use book map to be trading. So book map is actually an order flow indicator to show what's the liquidity behind the bigger players and so on. So if you are trading stocks like stock indexes, cryptocurrencies, or maybe gold also not CFD gold. CFD gold is XAU USD. We are using futures. So futures is what we call GX or GC. So GC will be indirectly, usually futures and CFD pairings, price will be indirectly confluence each other. So it's actually a really good tools to watch through as well if you wanted to know more about it. Okay, so let's talk about what's my expectations today. Today, my expectations on the dollar index is actually going higher, and we are saying that the gold market will be going ranging and downsides. So I'm actually thinking that the price should be, today we give out a range is 19. So our range of the day is actually 19 to 75 area, saying that the price will be using this range for I mean, probably the price might be going through this kind of ranging area. So we'll be showing you guys about that report of today. So today we have been giving out a lot of informations. Besides of that, we also give out what we call the weekly reports as well. So the weekly reports we also have been giving out and telling you guys about how do we do and how do we trade. So weekly report is actually giving you some background checks about the fundamentals, what has happened from the previous week, and how does it affected on the financial markets, and what do we expected that this week will be happening, gold market, what will be happening on gold, and so on and so on. We do give out a lot of information if you do really wanted to know more about it. So going back, okay, so from here you can see that we have been giving out a lot of information. So as right now we have been giving out this market overview, what is happening, what's our expectations, and what is really going on. And so as right now we have been giving out this happening, so what is really happening and so on. And this is the what is the economy is looking through. So right now is a lot of people thinking that the AI might be replacing on the employment. Do really have this concerns. Unemployment rate is actually keep on going higher. One of the major reason is that the tariff. Another major reason is that the what we call the AI. Okay, so the summary version is letting you guys know what is really going on. And other than that, this is the key market events like the Switzerland CPI data, what's our expectations, and the US ISM manufacturing PMI will be announcing later on, telling you guys about what is going on. So we can see the US PMI will be announcing on 11. I do think that it's much more on the higher than expectations if you're asking me. So yeah. Other than that, this is our analysis of the day. So today we have been giving out a really good analysis, telling you guys about what is going on. So we already mentioned that at present the price has been reaching through the LVN, meaning low volume nodes. So the price should be forming a balance area and forming a ranging level, but the price should be continue remaining a bullish trend. So we already mentioned about that. Second thing, we already saying that the gold market is actually showing some kind of signs. Price is actually reaching through and forming a ranging level. So according to volume profile, I mean upwards momentum is actually gradually slowing down. So right now is actually declining to POC 3973. After that, we can see that the price is actually showing some kind of VL, so it will be trigger a minor rebound. So currently will be expectations will be correlated between 3973 to 4010. But in the end, we do give out this level, so you can see that we have been giving out this range. I do think that is actually quite reasonable. So we actually mentioned that 4019 to 3975 is actually a major resistance area, and price will be forming a ranging level. After that, the price will be going lower. So right now we need to see if the price really go back to the ranging level, or the price is showing some kind of support and going higher. So right now is actually quite important. Not so sure how does it affect. But if you're asking me, I'm much more leaning to do short positions and see how the price reacts and see how the market goes. Okay, I do think the market will be forming a ranging level. After that, the price will be going back to the lower sides. So we have been giving out a short positions on this one and going back to the downside area. Okay, so so let's see, not so sure can we make it to the lower sides, to be honest. A bit RNG if you're asking me. Meaning by that is that a bit luck in there's a luck somewhere, luck inside of it. But definitely we are thinking the price should be going lower, okay? Okay, so right now we are speculations that the price should be going back to the lower sides, and reaching back towards a much more lower area, maybe going back to this level. My speculation is that the price should be going much more lower, reaching here and reaching here and reaching here. It's not quite often to see the price to go back to the higher sides, especially yesterday. We do see that the price do really rejections from here, price do really could break through, and right now the price is actually rejections back to this level. So in all states, we do think that the market is reaching back towards on the lower area, and let's see, can we make it back to this level? Okay, if we can make this level, I think we can actually have a 300 pips, around 300 pips around that area. Okay, dollar index is actually forming a ranging level and showing some kind of supports. Once the price do really break through this level, it's definitely showing us a much more higher perspective that the price is going higher. And from the silver market perspective, we already mentioned that the price is actually forming a ranging level, and it's not quite often to see the price to go higher. So we also thinking that the price of silver, it's reaching back towards on the lower basis, if you're asking me. So yeah, I'm thinking that the silver, it's not quite likely to reach back to the top sides. So everyone can actually try to do short positions on this one. And let's see, can we make it back towards on the downsides? If we do, I think we can actually make it back to this level. It's not a really big problem about that. So crude oil, I'm much more skeptical about it. Major reason is that the price is actually reaching through a major high from here. Price do really go through a major high from here. Price do show some kind of signs that the price is going through some kind of ranging area from here. So in right now, I'm thinking that the price will be forming a ranging. Not so sure is it higher, but if you're asking me, I don't really think that the market will be going higher at the moment. Should be reaching back lower, much more higher perspective that the price will be going lower. One of the major reasons is that the dollar index is continue going higher, so indirectly will be pushing gold market to go lower, if you're asking me. So let's see, are we right or wrong? If the price really break through, then no choice lah. That means that our direction is not right, and then we might need to accept our defeat. Okay, so let's see, can we make back to the lower sides? If the price really reach back to the top, then I don't think it's a really good chance lah. Seems like the market is actually keep on acceptance a much more higher sides, so not looking good. Not looking quite good. Yep. Ay, price not looking good. I was thinking the price might be reaching back towards on the lower sides, but the price really show us swipe off on the top. We need to see a big rejections. If not, it's a bit hard to do short positions. So let's see. Let's see, can we go back to the lower sides? Do you think that it's not a really good chance to do short positions anymore? Price already show us that the price is planning to go lower. Do you think that we might need to have some time and see whether or not we are lucky on this one? If we are lucky, I think we can actually get a really good risk reward ratio on this one, but need to have some luck on it. Why still really reach back, going back to the lower sides. We need to see the price rejections back. If that's the case, I think will be much more good. If the price really rejections back towards this level, then I think it's actually a much more good sense. So we need to see the price to go back to the lower sides. Mm. Mm-hmm. Dollar index is actually showing some kind of support. Not gonna lie, but gold market will be forming some kind of ranging level, I guess. So dollar index is forming some kind of support. I don't think it's actually looking good like gold. So yeah, I think we might be hitting our stop loss in this one. Not really looking good. Might be much more often the price might be reaching back. Just scared that the price might be going back towards on. Not looking good though, this one. Mm, 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 mm. The market do really show us a really good bullish momentum in the short period of time. If we wanted to see the market to go lower, definitely not a really good chance. Even though here do seems like a resistance area, but not looking good on this one. The momentum is actually quite strong. We need to see a big rejections. If the price really give us a rejections, then I think it's a good thing lah. If not, price might be continue forming a ranging level. I was thinking the price might be forming back towards on the lower sides. I didn't expecting that the price showing some kind of resistance area. Shit. Forming ranging. Price really go back to this level. Let's see, can we make it back towards on the lower sides? If we do, then we might have a chance. We need to see the price rejections lower. Even though here is a resistance area, not so sure can we hang down here. So let's see. Need to see the price to rejection lower. So let's see, can we price the rejections lower in this level? But in the short period of time, we do see that the momentum is actually quite strong. Even though I do think that the market is going lower, but this is quite a strong momentum. If we do wanted to have a much more better risk reward ratio, we can actually wait for the price to go back to this level. Once the price really go back to this level, it's actually much more confidence that the price will be going back to the lower sides. I will be doing shorts if the price do really going back towards reaching back to 1003 to 1004. I might be doing short positions, putting stop loss at maybe around 80 pips, trying to put this stop loss above and trying to make it back towards on the lower sides. I will be trying to do this trade if the price really go back towards this level, and I will be trying to do short positions afterwards. So it's actually quite critical in this moment. Let's see, can we make it? If I'm right, I do think the price might be going higher chances to reaching back towards on the lower sides. Maybe reaching back here or maybe much more lower to here. So let's see, can we hold it down? If the price can't really hold down, then we might be seeing the price to go back to the top sides. Maybe reaching through 1-2, 1-3, or maybe 1-4. So quite crucial at this moment. Really crucial. Momentum is actually going weakening down now. But the 4-hour time frame. Boom, boom, four, boom, 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 boom. Trade is not good, this one. But yeah, can't talk much about it. Today the market momentum should be going weakening down because we do see that price do really break through the low. So it's not quite often to see the market to break back to this top. This is what I'm looking to it. So it's not quite often to see the gold market to break through above today. So it's much more likely to form a downside or maybe a ranging level. So we'll be waiting for the price to reach back to the lower sides. If that's the case, we can try to do short positions. So right now, so let me tell you guys why I'm thinking to do short positions. First, it's actually quite similar, quite similar from this level. So you can see that it's actually quite similar. So price will really go lower and going back to 4 hour will be much more easy to look at. So we can see that the price will really go through lower sides, going back to the top sides and reaching through, going back to here, ranging down, and going back to this level and showing some kind of rejections. So I'm thinking that this might be a really good chance that the price will be going lower and breaking through this. This week might be breaking back to 384 or maybe even going back to the lower side. So even though, to be honest, I totally thinking that this week the market bias should be going lower, if you're asking me from the bigger picture. Okay, so from the bigger picture, I'm thinking that price will be going lower. So here is actually a really crucial area from now. We need to see the price to rejections back to this level. If the if the price already break through this level, then I actually can try to do short positions from here, putting stop loss about 80 pips, and it's easy to get 1 to 2, 1 to 3 should be not a really big problem. So right now we need to see if the price already having this confirmations on this one. But if the price already break through this level, then it's a different story. Okay. Here. Not so sure can we make it back to the lower sides. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Here, price to really go through a ranging level from here. But not so sure can we make it to the lower sides. So we need to see the price. Is it acceptance? But the bullish momentum is a bit strong in the lower time frame. So yeah, afraid that the price might be reaching back to this level then going lower. So as I mentioned, I don't think the price will be keep on going higher. Like if you're asking me, is it possible that price breaking through this level? I don't think so, because the momentum is actually weakening down from here, and from the bigger time frame, we do see that the price is actually showing some kind of signs of ranging downsides from the monthly to daily. So we actually can see that the price momentum is weakening down. So if you're asking me, I'm thinking to do short positions and reaching back. We just need to have a confirmations We just need to see the price to go back to this lower sides, and we can actually do short positions. Just need to wait. If the price really break through this level, then I don't think it's a good level already lah. So let's see. Uh, Seems like the price wanted to break higher. If that's the case, then no choice lah. Means that today our trend perspective has been wrong. Yeah. The best scenario is that the price is going ranging lah. Then we'll be going back to the lower sides. But if the price really break through, then it's a bit hard to trade lah. From my perspective, price might be going through a big ranging level afterwards. So yeah, I don't think it's not looking good already. Mm-hmm. Hey, not looking good. Price seems like it's going higher. We can't do much lah. If the price really go back to the top sides, then price momentum is actually going higher. Too bad lah. If we do see that the market is actually going lower, then it's a really good sign. So, yeah, too bad. Hit our stop loss. Mm-hmm. Momentum is not quite strong. Price really break through. Hmm. Not looking good. Price really reached through to the top sides. Was thinking price might be going back to the lower. Not too bad. Momentum is actually quite strong in the lower time frame. So luck it's not our sides. So let's see. Hmm. Momentum side. Price really reach back side into. Hmm. To be honest, I think the market might be going ranging. Maybe the next hour price might be going lower. Shit. So price might be forming a ranging level. I think we'll be doing another short positions later on and see how it really goes. So yeah, I think the market is actually showing some ranging momentum, and afterwards the price will be going back to the lower sides from my perspective. So right now I'm thinking the price will be going ranging level starting from here. So the price is actually showing some kind of resistance around 11 or 4011 area. So 4011 area, it's actually a resistant area. So price should be forming some kind of resistance. Price should be forming some kind of signs of weakening ranging level. After that, the price should be going lower. So should be having a few hours first. Probably the market is waiting for the ISM, the US ISM data. So right now is actually a resistance area, and we do speculations that the price should be forming some kind of big down drop. So let's see how it turns out. Supporting level from here reaching back. Yeah, can't do much. Maybe we might need to wait. If we wait, I think we might can look through a bit. Yeah, I think the market should be forming a ranging level. Then after that, we'll be going back to the lower sides. Price to really go through a big stop. Then need to see the price remaining balanced, breaking through. So also have a chance of stop loss. Then price. Hmm. Boom, 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 boom. Not looking good, can't do much right now because the market is actually showing some kind of bullish momentum, but I don't think the market will be going back towards on the higher sides because dollar index is actually forming some kind of supports. Crude oil is actually forming a ranging level. Let's see on other pairings like the GBP/USD pairings. GBP/USD pairings. What I've been drawing out. Yeah, I think the price is actually reaching through the major low already. Boom, boom, boom. Price momentum is actually slowing down. Price momentum is actually slowing down from here. Not reaching through, going back. Let's see on GBP USD pairings. USD. GBP USD pairings is actually showing some good signs of forming back. GBP USD, let's see. Price ranging level going back to the lower sides. Do you think the market is going higher at that time? Price go lower. GBP USD pairings. Price is actually showing some weakness. Price reaching through. Not looking good. Some kind of resistance here from here. Price is actually reaching back towards on the lower side, forming a ranging level. This week price might be forming some kind of upwards first. But definitely thinking to do short positions. So price might be going higher first. Let's see how it turns out. Do you think the market will forming a ranging level and see how it turns out at the moment? Strong, Market's a bit strong. Showing some kind of weakness. To really reach through this low. Nice. Hmm. Isa 22, 13 left. Don't do much now. Price should be forming a ranging level from my perspective. Be around this thing, then after that might be forming another trend area. So right now we just can wait, see how does it impact the market. Let's see the USD pairings. I should really reach through this level already. Seems like it's much more likely to continue going lower. I still really break through this lower side, forming some kind of spot, breaching through. Definitely the price is going lower if you're asking me. So yeah, continue going on the lower sides. Trying to see price to really go through to the major low, monthly low. Price already reached through the monthly low already. Ooh, yeah, monthly low. The price might be continue going lower sides. Continue going lower. Dollar index is going higher. Right now gold only reaching through on the lower sides. Shit. In 17 area. 17. Okay, so we'll be ending our live streaming today. So we'll be continue giving out updates on our live streaming session. So hopefully everyone can actually give us a like and subscribe. Um, but I'm thinking the market will be forming a ranging level within this range. It's not quite much likely to reach back towards on the higher side. So we'll be forming a ranging, and later on we'll be waiting for 10 p.m. 10 p.m. we'll be having news, so I'm expecting that the market will be waiting the news and dropping back much more lower side. So this is my thought about it. So thank you for everyone watching.